catching cheaters, and proud of it.
Ow, I'm sorry.
It's your home for War of the Roses on Mojo in the Morning.
Bethany?
Hey, yeah.
Bethany, who is it that you think that your husband is cheating with?
His, well, I'll quote, work wife. Like, his, main partner at work.
What kind of work do they do?
They're in finance.
And do they have a job that requires them to spend a crazy amount of time together?
They've been partners for a while now, and so they have to go to, like, all the meetings together, and they travel together now, and now that COVID's kind of calmed down and stuff, they've been traveling a lot.
And
then,
is it just the two of them traveling together?
Yes. And then she's been calling and texting, like, outside of work hours. So, like, when he gets home, she'll call him up or I'll notice, like, we're watching a movie and I'll be like, hey, like, who are you texting? And it's like, oh, my work wife.
When they travel out of town together, do you hear from him much? Does he check in with you, or do you call him often?
I mean, he definitely checks in with me, yeah. And then, yeah, I call him, make sure, he got to his hotel and everything and all of that.
Okay, so it's not like he all of a sudden goes dark for like a full period of time.
Does he call her the work wife, or are you just referring to her that way?
Oh, he calls her that.
He actually says work wife.
Yeah.
It's funny because I've only
work
ever heard people
husband,
use work wife when they're kidding about somebody,
right?
Or their spouse uses it. Can I ask? Is she a very attractive person?
I would say so. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So we're going to find out what's going on between the two of them. You know how we do this three-way call, right? Where we call his phone and call her phone, making them seem like they are calling each other, and then kind of see if they'll talk to each other and what kind of conversation they have.
Yep.
All right. I want you to mute your phone and don't say a word.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Who is this?
It's Liz.
Oh.
What's going on? What are you calling me for?
I didn't call you. I thought you called me.
Maybe I butt dialed. Did you take care of that arrangement for our lunch that we were going to figure out?
I was actually just thinking about reaching. It's funny that you say that. I was just thinking about reaching out to about that. That contract, we can just lock that in. So, I mean, I think we'll be in a good place. But I'm a little nervous about it. I'm a little nervous about it, but I like to consider you my secret weapon. I think with you by my side, we'll take care of it. We could lock that in.
Okay. I'm going to make a reservation on Open Table. So what do you have going on the rest of the day?
That'll work for me. Not too much. Just going over projects.
Should I maybe swing by? Do you have the time?
You could, but I don't know that it would be entirely prudent. Let's. I mean, we'll lock in the lunch, and we can talk about it then.
Sure.
So what's going on with the account? That's actually something that's been on my mind a little bit.
Just got to check the pricing.
Okay. Well, after we get the quotes out, how about we set up one more lunch?
Okay. All right. I'll see you later. Looking forward to it.
All right, sounds good.
Bethany, I don't know if it sounds like they are doing anything other than work with each other. Or maybe we just caught them in a
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, Liz still seems a little flirtatious to me, but...
Well, it didn't seem that way in that call. It seemed all business. Like, this would have been their opportunity outside of work to really get flirtatious, and I didn't feel it.
Let's see what our listeners think. And we may have to call him back up to talk to him, okay?
Okay.
Join the discussion now. 844-MOJO Live. 844-665-6548.
This is Mojo in the Morning.
War of the Roses three-way call. If you missed it, we'll have more of it coming up, and obviously it's on our podcast. But a wife convinced that her husband is cheating with a woman that he works with, and they use the term work wife. We called, and I'll be honest, it sounded like a work wife. It didn't sound like, and work wife to me is not work wife like as in, bump bunch of wow wow,
As far as we know.
Right.
I mean, typically that when we say work wife, it's just the person you work closely to that you spend probably as much time as you would at home.
You're my work wife.
Yeah.
Although Chelsea may want to do a three-way call. Who knows? See what happens.
These two just sounded like
business.
like workaholics almost. Yeah. Like that's what they want and always are talking about.
You thought the same thing, Angela?
I did.
So you thought that it was just a normal conversation, that they were just doing business?
I did, and I kind of feel like a lot of people don't understand that you have to get along with people that you work with, and when you have a great chemistry and you can really nail the day, that's great. But my concern is that if my husband were to take the time to feel so insecure that I was having too much fun at work instead of at home, and he would have embarrassed me like he did, I would leave him.
But
I'm sorry.
How do you think he embarrassed her?
Listen, I love War of the Roses. It does a great deal for people who need it. But for people who are doing nothing wrong and they're having a great life and someone is just feeling so insecure that they have to do this, to me, it would embarrass me so much I wouldn't be able to look at my husband again.
Well, and I do worry about that. We're trying to get him back on with us to explain what's going on.
Right, and I hope you do, because you know what? If you have good chemistry with someone at work and the day is so good, you know what I mean? People just need to, it's just a vibe kill. I just can't have that.
Yeah. What do you think, Chelsea? Hi.
Hi. I definitely think she was a little flirtatious in a way, wanting to see him and, trying to get over there sooner to him and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I trust that it's just a work thing. I don't know.
Let's listen to it just a little bit. Hold on. Let's listen to this is from...
Did you take care of that arrangement for our lunch that we were going to figure out?
I was actually just thinking about reaching. It's funny that you say that. I was just thinking about reaching out to about that. That contract, if we can just lock that in. So, I mean, I think we'll be in a good place. But I'm a little nervous about it. I'm a little nervous about it, but I like to consider you my secret weapon. I think with you by my side, we'll take care of it. We could lock that in.
I felt a little uncomfortable when he did the whole secret weapon thing, when he said the secret weapon, but...
Okay, I'm going to make a reservation on Open Table, so what do you have going on the rest of the day?
That'll work for me. Not too much. Just going over projects.
Should I maybe swing by? Do you have the time?
You could, but I don't know that it would be entirely prudent.
It's interesting. You listening back to it. She just seems like she has a flirty voice.
Yeah,
I
think you're right.
If that's her attempt at flirting,
yeah.
But even if it was, he's not biting. He's not playing back in any way.
No, I see.
When you say, though, we're in a good place, I don't know.
But you have to understand also, I have to bleep out like
Business
specifics,
names
and I have to be really careful about some of the things that get on. So I don't know. I mean,
I would look into that a little bit more than trusting it's just a work thing.
yeah.
Okay.
But if we were to hear this outside of like looking for something, would we think that it was a flirty situation?
That's a great.
See, that's why I don't think it is.
Yeah. I mean, if there's only two of them on the phone in private, this is the chance that they would probably be most direct and not beating around the bush.
And he's being distant.
Yeah.
She's saying, can I meet up? And he's saying, no, we don't need to.
Well, Holly has a theory on why she thinks that he's distant. Why is that, Holly?
It just sounded to me like he was onto something. Maybe he didn't know what was happening, but something seemed off to him right from the get-go. She was being the way that she normally would be with him, and he kept reverting the conversation back to work. But he just kind of seemed leery of something.
He did have a lot. Oh, he's on the phone with us right now. Ellen's putting him on hold. And then, hold on, I'll come back to you and get more comment from you, Holly, or with X. I want to not have both on the... Keith?
Yes.
Hey, it's Mojo in the morning. I know our producer just called and said that we wanted to talk to you. We have your wife on the phone with us.
Okay.
Say hi to Bethany.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, sweetie.
So Bethany called us because she was a little worried about what's going on with you and one of your coworkers that you guys work very close together, your work wife. And just a couple minutes ago, we called both of you guys together and heard you talking, and we didn't hear anything that we thought was unusual, and we just wanted to call and just let you know that we had done that.
I'll be honest with you. I really don't want to talk to you guys about this at all. And I'd appreciate it if you don't call me back.
Yeah.
Bethany, you got to smooth that over for us.
Yeah.
This is all
I mean, obviously he was caught off guard.
Well,
you know,
when you're accusing somebody of something improper and you put them on blast like that, hang on one sec, okay?
Okay.
What do you think, Holly? But we should probably try to call him back again because I'm worried that he could do something worse. But what do you think?
It just, from the get-go, like I said, it sounded like he knew something was off, especially, when they started their conversation. No, you called me. No, you called me type thing. He just kind of seemed like even if he didn't know what was happening, something was off to him. So he's playing it safe.
All right. Thank you for the call. Sandy?
Yeah, I totally agree with Holly. He knew from the beginning something wasn't right.
So you
called me. You called me. No, you called me.
But that happens on three-way calls. I mean, when we
I get it. Yeah, but she knew. She didn't know, and that's why he did. He kept trying to divert her back to the workday, and he knew he was going to he was going to look innocent. Oh, well, do you have time to see me? No. You got to go. She needs to go with her gut instinct. I don't care. He knew something was off.
Thank you for the call. Jennifer is on with us. Which line did I pick up the wrong one? Jennifer?
Yeah, I agree with them. I just I feel like he knew something. And when she was saying, would you want me to swing by, I would question, where is she swinging by to? Because the fact that he said, I don't think it would be prudent, makes me think him saying like, nope, it's not going to work out today. We can't hook up.
Yeah.
It was definitely some pauses and wording that he used that definitely sounded a little more suspicious.
Our producers are talking to right now, talking to Bethany. We should ask that question of where he is and where we called and all
they
that
work
stuff.
together. Where's she swinging by?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people nowadays aren't working in an office every day together. So.
Yeah. Or yeah.
What can I do with my cigarette?
What's that, Bill? Bill?
Hey,
what are you doing?
Oh, I didn't know I was on. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Who are you talking to there? Who do you got with you?
Oh, I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to find my cigarettes. I'm on break.
Quick question for you before you comment on Where Are the Roses. Do you feel like when you're talking to yourself will answer you back of where the cigarettes are?
Maybe it might click. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, tell me what you and yourself feel about this War of the Roses. What are your thoughts?
Well, we were thinking about it, and he said something about go back to her house, or she did. Think I could swing by?
Yeah.
That doesn't have anything to do with work.
Okay.
So.
Well, again, though, they weren't specific. She wasn't specific.
Yeah. I can't tell how much of this is us just really looking into every detail and nuance because we kind of suspect maybe there could be something going on, or if it's legit.
Am I crazy? But I say swing by all the time when I'm talking about somebody coming to the studio. Like, just like, stop on by. We'll talk about it in person.
Yeah, they're not.
Did you find your cigarettes?
To cover it up. He tried. No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm talking to you.
Damn it.
All right. Okay. Sarah, what's up? It's Mojo in the Morning.
I definitely thought the way she said, do you want me to swing on by, and his verbiage of it wouldn't be prudent, definitely made me think that something has happened between them before. She was so flirty pretty much the whole time, and he was trying to kind of reel it back in, whether he knew if something was off from their phone call, accidentally calling each other, or if something has happened and he's just not sure how to handle it.
Well, I'm going to try to get him back on. I'm trying to be very careful of what we say because my fear is the problems that could happen now in their marriage because they just did this. But I don't know. That's one of the things we ask people right before they do War of the Roses. We're like, are you sure that you want to do this? Because if you find out that they're cheating, you got that can of worms to deal with. And if you don't find out they're cheating, I think that can of worms might even be bigger than the can of worms of finding out that, that they're not. Because be perfectly honest, now you got a spouse, in your house that doesn't, believe that you are trusting them at all. So, okay, War of the Roses. Comments on this. This is a good one, and I want more. You can text 95500, or you can hop on with us on our social media and DM us and tell us what your thoughts are.
Your home of the phone scams, War of the Roses, and the Dirty on the 30.
Mojo in the morning.
This is Mojo in the Morning.